Alright, next on the list is swing arm. So we got to replace the bearings in here. I'm not sure how that all works. So we got a new bearing kit here from All Balls. Appears to be the same thing. So this is the, I guess they went to a solid bearing in 02, I'm guessing. And they changed again in 8 or 9 or someplace. So this came out no rust on it, which is nice. The bushing had rust on one side, which is the load side, the left side. So it'll be in that side down there. You can see all the rust on there too, so there must be a lot of moisture buildup down in that area for some reason. And then we have the new rubber bushings that go on the outside. However that works, don't know. I'm not into rubber mount, so I'm not sure. Guess that goes in there. Looks like there's a spot right there for it to go in there for engagement. So that goes like that, I'm guessing. Makes sense to me. So, alright. So we gotta figure out what we're doing here. I don't know if there's a stop in here that goes to. There's some kind of a bushing in here that's obviously not part of these bearings over here. And that's the bearing. Obviously that's a full bearing right there. So that must be the end of the bearing also. Not sure what that has for name. Oh, okay, I see a sleeve inside of that. So it has a sleeve on the inside, so basically it looks like this, but smaller. Okay, so I would say we need to knock those out of the bearing. So whatever clearance you have in here up and down is bearing clearance. This side I can feel some, this side I do not feel any. It's pretty tight. This one here a little loose. It's just the load side, so that makes sense to being loose. It might also be all rusty in there because that's the rusty side. Alright, so we need to drive that thing out with something, which we don't have a lot of. Let's see, he had a bunch of drivers over here in the corner that he purposely hides every time we use them. Are you all woken up now? Yeah, you're all woken up down there now. Yeah. Alright, let's see what he's got over in these cabinets. Were they red boxes or black boxes? I thought they were red boxes. I found the power tools. So, got black, red. Pretty light. Probably not what we're looking for. The battery on the floor. I'm going to guess something like one of these. Ooh, that one's heavy. Ooh, there's another one on top of it too. That's not very heavy. Something fell back in the back. Deluxe compression tester. That's not what we're looking for. Leak down tester. I don't know what that is, but feels not right. Oh, that feels like the right. That's it. It's heavy. It doesn't move. Okay. That one's pretty heavy too. Okay. I'm guessing these two here are going to be the winners. I would put the big one on the outside edge, how I would do it. What that is in the corner there, but obviously doesn't belong there. That'll work. Okay. Two heaviest ones are ones we're pulling out. You see, I got two different variations of this stuff, so I'm going to go with these. Let's see what we got over here. Oh, that is a load. That is a big load. Ugh. Those are heavy. Let's see what we got here. No. Bearing puller kit. See why it's heavy. A lot of metal. We might need that yet because we don't know how those are going to come out yet. We'll try to use the press though. Okay, we'll put that over there for now. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's heavy. I think this is it. He had some weird clasp he was dealing with. Ooh, winner, winner, winner. Okay, so that's weird looking. I'm thinking something small. Bigger than that though, but small. Okay, almost dropped through there. That's not the next size up. Over here is. Okay, that fits in the hole, which means it's too big. I'll drop down 2 sizes. There we go. He's got clearance. Excuse me. This appears to be the driver. It's been used once or twice. We got an Allen bolt that holds it together. Why would you do that? That looks like something you would lose really quickly and break. That's kind of weird looking. Not sure why you need that on there. The O-ring should hold it. That's all you need. Okay, so let's go ahead and knock on this a little bit and see what kind of happens. Pretty hard. Very close to the same size. I think I jammed it in the hole. Yep, it's probably the same size. One size smaller. Go with this one. She's out. All right. Yeah, it looks like that. Good deal. That was easy. Now, is there a depth for this bushing or snap ring or something to go by for depth? I do not see much of anything, so I'm assuming there might be a hard stop this is pushed against, would be my guess. Ooh, that definitely looks like a hard stop that way. So my guess is this goes out that way, which means you have to go through here, whatever you use to hit with, and knock it through. This side appears to be pretty rusty, including the bearing area. Okay, we're going to knock out that one. I think I'm going to need some CRC because of the rust buildup. So we had 2 cans of that over here, so should be good to go with something there. That appears to have something still in it. So we'll go ahead and move that up. Right now, should be good to go. Okay, I'm going to knock out that other bushing, and then I should be able to knock her through. This does not fit through the bushing here. It will work through the whole thing once this is out, so we can use this to knock that one out. Maybe. Until it's too short. Then we'll use something else. Come coming out nice and hard. See how it's coming out slowly. Back a bit so I got room to manhandle this thing without whacking the camera. Have some elbow room to get in here, you know. Number 2 came out. Before you go too far, make sure they're the same or keep them separated. They appear to be the same. Okay, so now the bushings are in there. So now I should be able to go all the way through this thing like this and whack it. But see, it's not going to go very far or we're going to run out of room. So it's going to be close. And I don't know if it's even going to move either. That's another problem. Okay, so let's go find one here that's going to fit in the hole. That one obviously fits in the hole. Appears to be a nice one. Good support. Yeah, it's a little closer, but it's too close on that one. So we're not going to use that one. This is the one we're going to use. Yep, see, it's got clearance on that one. And it works on that one. So this hole's a little bit looser than this one. Okay, so we're going to leave that on there to give us a little extra height. So maybe that's enough room to go all the way through. Okay, we're going to go flip it up. Put a little lubricant in here just for the hell of it. Let's see if it moves. Appears to be pretty damn hard. I think it moved. It's moving. Now if you hit your fingers against that sharp edge, it will try to break the finger right in half. So remember that when you're holding this. And when it hits right like that, it hurts slightly. Make sure you take care of all safety precautions. Never put your fingers in harm's way. I would never do that. Never, ever. No, never do that. All right, that came out. You can see where it had lack of lubrication in there. Unless you call it rust lubrication. So, I don't know how you're ever supposed to lube these things. They never have. There's no way of lubing it. You think they'd want that lubricated so it would not rust and have issues. But obviously they don't care. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and flip it over the other way. And do the same damn thing. This side's got more rust on it though. Now we got even more clearance up here to be out of alignment. That's hard. Really hard. I think it moved. Hear a little bit difference in noise. Unless I slowed down on my head a little bit when I got down further. I learned. Don't nail it the last time. It doesn't hurt your fingers as much. That appears to be a lot more rusty. See all the rust on the outside, way to get through. It's definitely lubricated with rust. See the rust in there? The working surface appears to be slightly rusty in places. It's got a lot of rust on the outside edges. There we go, we're getting a spin around. The working area was kind of working, but oh well. See the end play in it? This has a lot less. There's a little bit right there. There you go. A little bit in there. All right, those are our two bearings. I'm going to clean up whatever residue is left. I de-gooped this thing earlier, so it was part of the 2.5 hours of cleaning yesterday that we didn't videotape. Probably the first and only time I'll show you how I clean stuff. Cleaning is not video friendly, but very necessary. Round. Yeah, rust coming out. Oh, what are you looking at over there? I'm up here. We're cleaning up over here, see? Okay. Looks like the only place the swing arm is big is where the bearing goes, which makes it a lot easier to go in and out. See, it's undercut from here all the way out. And you can see the hard stop down in there where it goes until you hit something. So it makes installation pretty easy. There's definitely a hard powder coat line right there. We got powder coat in there. See the powder coat mark? Alright, so it looks like it's pretty easy. This side's definitely a lot more rust on that side. But they should go right in pretty easy. Obviously you do need a driver kit to beat on it with. But you need the special tools to push out all those clamshell things they had in there before, those silicone filled rubber plastic bushing kits they had back in the old days that everybody took out and put bearings in like this in there. These are an improvement. So I don't know what they did later on in 08 or whatever they changed. Maybe they went to a bigger one. Probably went to a bigger one. Same design, probably just bigger a bit. These do not appear to have clearance in them like the last ones did. Yeah, these have no clearance in them. These are nice and snug and tight. They're also very dry. Probably got a chrome race on it to help slow down corrosion. Not stop it, but slow it down. GE25C looks like the number. Made it. It's another number. 40-5037, whatever that is. It's just a Heim joint. That's all it is. These are inside of Heim joints. That's all that is. Spherical bearing, self-aligning, whatever you want to call it. That's all it is. So, I have no idea. I guess these are pretty much nothing in here. Let's see what we got in here. It is it's got some kind of either coating in there or it's plastic lined, I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can see in the video screen better than I can see here, but this looks a lot bigger on screen than it does here, so you have to see what's inside of there. Maybe you can tell what's in there. I can't tell what's in there. So anyway, it is what it is. My guess it's got some kind of a plastic lining, PT, something in there. They say it's left. Basically, it doesn't need lubricant, and it won't corrode. The bushing is chrome, which slows down corrosion, obviously, because it's never lubed. So, oh well. is what it is. All right, we're gonna go ahead and see about beating this in. Now, we do not have a special tool to beat it in with. That's the problem. We don't want to beat it on the center part. A socket's gonna be, it's gonna hit on the ball. We don't want to hit on it. So you really need a sleeve to put that in with, or tube, which we don't have here. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that. Beating right on that edge there is gonna be hard on the bushing. It's gonna beat the hell out of it. That's what it's gonna do. You really want to have a tube. So I'm gonna go hunting around, see if I can find something to use. I'll be back.